going to.
What happened to Sprite? Have you guys noticed recently that Sprite is no longer green like the container of the Sprite bottles you see in all the stores now? I think it's recent, or it happened last year or some shit, and it's like a new thing, and I really don't like it. Now, I know this is like a really silly video to make because it seems like it's such an arbitrary thing, like, who gives a shit? But I don't know, I love soda. Like, I'm a huge soda fan, and it's nostalgic, and it's just, I always thought that made Sprite stand out to me as a kid because, like, growing up, you'd have questions with people, and you'd ask each other, "Oh, what color is Sprite?" "Oh, it's green." A lot of people would say green, and it's like people didn't realize that it was actually white. And I know that's, coming from a perspective of like a child or like a teenager who doesn't really think about it. And they'll see the bottle without really ever drinking Sprite before, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, well Sprite is green." I just kind of liked how it was vaguely mysterious. It wasn't completely mysterious, but it was like vaguely mysterious. And during Christmas time, Coke is always associated with Santa Claus, so you go to your family, Christmas time, like you see the Coke bottle all the time in the commercials and shit, and it's the color red of Santa, red and white. And Sprite was right next to the Coke bottle at your family's house and shit. So during Christmas time, you got the red and green, the colors of Christmas, Coke and Sprite. Well, that's no longer there anymore. Like, fuck that. That's gone. I know that's like, just like nostalgia, but it seemed like Sprite with Coke together, the red and green kind of fit better, because, Sprite was sort of associated with the color of red and Christmas and all that shit. I don't know, I just noticed that. At first I was confused when I see the new change. I thought that I was like, wait a second, why does it just say Sprite? Diet Sprite is supposed to have a white, clear bottle, and the regular Sprite is supposed to be green. And that's how it always was. Like, Sprite was always had a green container and the color green, like, forever, as long as Sprite has been around. I did sort of felt like it made Sprite stand out, the fact that it was green, because I know there's also, like, ginger ale is the color green, the label. But other than ginger ale, it's like all the other sodas have a different color, and it's like green is kind of a unique color, maybe. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm thinking a little too deep in that department. But another reason why I hate the fact that they made it white, the bottle white, is now, that's boring. Come on, that's boring, man. That's like a seltzer bottle. Like, that's boring. Like where's the color? The fact that they made the old the old Sprite bottles green, it wanted to give it character, I think. Because it's really just white. They wanted to make it look nicer and shit. But now it just looks like a fucking seltzer bottle. And that's boring. Just a white, clear bottle? I mean, really? No, it's like you look on the shelf and you got the black colored sodas. You got Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, Brisk, and you got the root beer, the mug root beer, and then you got the green one, that's Sprite. So it's colorful, just like the other sodas have like color and shit. And yeah, like the sticker on the Sprite bottle is still green, but it was so much cooler and better when the bottle was colored green. I don't know, this is just my opinion, and I know it's like, who cares, but I just thought it was something that I thought it was interesting. Like, why did they make this change? I don't understand. Was it laziness? Was it on purpose? And how come, like, no one talks about it? I mean, it's not like a big deal, but I don't know, it just annoys me. I tend to notice things that people don't seem to notice. I don't know why. I'm all into, like, logos, labels, and like the designs on packages of stuff, like food products, and all this boring stuff like cereals, and the logos on all this, everything you see, like movie posters. So anytime there's like a little change, I always notice it. But then everyone else is always like, "Oh, I didn't even see any difference. I didn't even notice that." It's like, yeah, I don't know. So let me know what you guys think, because I love Sprite. Fuck this shit. It's supposed to be green. God damn it.